Hello everybody out there. Before I go into today's video, which I want to talk about the know-it-all narcissist, um, before I get into that, just an update of where I'm at right now with my weight loss journey. I started my weight loss journey at the beginning of April of this year. So going into my weight loss journey, I was 260 pounds. Right now, as of right now, here we are near the tail end of July, and I have lost 37 pounds. So I'm down at 223 pounds, and I can wear about half of my old clothes that I couldn't get into when I was huge, and I feel a lot better, and just changing some things here and there. And I'll probably maybe tell you some of these things near the end of the video. But anyway, I'll even probably tell you some more things probably near the end of this video. But I thought at least at the beginning of this video, I'd at least tell you I'm very happy that I've lost, 37 pounds. And this is right now at this point, I'm down to 223 from 260, and I'm very, very happy. So anyway, let me cut to the chase here and let me talk about the know-it-all narcissist. Because narcissists always are there's quite a bit of them that are so grandiose or grandiose as they call it. And it's like they feel like they're the experts of everything. But it makes you wonder, if they're such an expert at a particular subject matter or a particular field, why aren't they in the field? And going back to my own narcissistic mother, I know in several videos back I mentioned she always said her mouth was her degree, and she went to law school and all this mess, and yeah. Didn't finish. I know she didn't finish school, and even if she did, she lacked the brains to pass the bar exam. But always claim, well, my mouth says my degree, and I know everything about the law. Really? Well, how come you're not an attorney? Mother, how come you are not an attorney? You know everything. And my narcissists I know far different. They all think they know everything about everything. Whether it's medical field, whether if it's finance, whether if it's, I don't know. If it's finance, if it's they know how to speak many languages, or they are so good at a sport or something like that, really. And I mean, you can kind of just take off with it and quite imagine, kind of relate it to your own narcissist, whether it be your narcissistic mother, siblings, enabling father. They all come across like they know everything. But to say that you know in your own heart of hearts that there's quite a bit of subject matter that you know, that you have more knowledge and experience than your narcissist, and they just look at you like you don't know, like for some reason you're speaking some type of foreign language, and like they don't understand what you're talking about, because, well, if you don't know, if you really know their attitudes, well, if you know what you're talking about, how come you're not in the field? Let alone they know everything, and you can ask them the same damn thing. Well, how come you're not in the field? Okay, you know everything about law. How come you're not a lawyer? How come you're not a police officer? How come you're not a private investigator? I mean, you really, you really could just throw that stuff at them, but let alone they throw stuff at you, and they just kind of give you just some type of look like you don't know what you're talking about, or they dismiss it, even though you experience that, whatever the subject matter is. They still just like to dismiss and minimize what you know and what you experience. How many of you out there have a narcissist, or whether it be your mother, father, sibling, that ever came across like they know everything, but they're not in the field, you know, let alone and you experienced and even got the education in the particular field you're in, and they still look at you like they don't know what like you're talking some foreign language they don't understand, or they just look at you and just, really dismiss you, which really comes to no, it doesn't come to no surprise that they like to do those things, but they can't accept the fact that you know more about a particular subject matter than they do. And I know way more about the medical field than my own narcissistic family does, because I am a medical professional by choice. I'm my own patient advocate, and I'm the boss of my own health care. I know all the red tape and how to get the best care and how to utilize my health insurance to the max. I know all the red tape, and I know the right people to talk to. I know quite a bit. And like I said, I'm in the field. Technically, I'm in the field of the medical field. Because I'm applying everything I know to my own health care. And not just my own health care, but my fiance's health care. I advocate for him. I'm his authorized representative when it comes to his insurance company. I can talk to them and am officially his advocate. So the only difference is that now that I'm in the field, the only difference is I'm not getting paid for it. But hey, I'm still applying what I learned in school so I can keep everything fresh for when I do find a job. And I will, even though lately I've been very, very frustrated with it. And at times discouraged, but I'm not giving up. But have any of you ever felt this way about just your narcissist knowing everything? I'd like for you to share with me your story about that and tell me what you think, and maybe even tell me stuff that you know in your own heart of hearts that you know more than your own narcissistic mother and siblings and father, but they don't want to admit it. Because we are very intelligent people. And though we even get overlooked by our own family. And if you go on no contact, then they're the least of your worries about. Because you don't have to hear about their so-called know-it-all voice that gets programmed in your head like they know more like they know more than you do. And we all know that they don't, because we all know that narcissists are so full of themselves. And my narcissistic family is definitely no exception to that, because they really don't know squat. And anyway, I just like to just share that with you and just tell me what you think. Now, at the beginning of the video, I had said something about my weight loss journey and the things that I've been doing. My diet's good. Like I said, I still eat things I like to in moderation, like pizza, ice cream, anything sweet, Chinese food, fried foods. Yes, I eat those things, but I designate a cheat meal, maybe twice a week. I know Oh, excuse me. Pizza once a week, but I limit myself to at least two pieces, depending upon how they're cut. If it's, if they're pie sized, like cut like a pie, those wedges, depending upon the size of the wedges, I'd say if they're big, I'd allow myself one big wedge piece. If it's small wedges, two of them, and that's it. And then if I ever get like Chinese food or something like that, I practically I could do it in quarters or I could do it in half, just depending upon how big the portion is. I still don't deny myself those things. And even some of the things that I had to avoid with the LPR thing that I had, with the reflux and all that. My doctor says I can kind of gradually maybe just, if I don't want to eliminate all of it, maybe just have small portions like a chocolate. Like I said, I'm a woman. You women out there, come on. I mean, you really want to, giving up chocolate? Yeah, really, and can't give up chocolate, but I eat a very, very small amount. And that's what sharing's for. And thank God I have a fiance I can share things with. So that makes it easy. Um, like I said, I keep up my water content, which is you take your body weight divided by 2, and that's how many ounces of water that you should be drinking a day. Uh, and For the past, I think, month and a half, I've been doing this. How many of you ever heard of Shanti and the Insanity? And there's insanity exercises in my gym. They offer the insanity class twice a week, and for about a month and a half, I've been doing that insanity class along with all my other workouts during the week. I've been doing the insanity class for about once a week, and last up until last week, I started doing it twice a week. So I really love the insanity class, and eventually I'll make that insanity class 3 times a week, and that third one will be a session by myself. You know, learning all the exercises, and I can coordinate them the way I want to, and still get the same intensity and sweat and everything else. I really enjoy doing insanity, and swimming. Doing a lot of swimming. Um, in in uh, in my swimming pool, do lots of swimming, and just staying just active, and no shortcuts. I mean, yeah, my knees give me hell, but I know my doctors tell me, and I've even read it in articles, that sitting around not doing anything does not really help them. You got to move around, or else they'll get really stiff and they get worse. And that's something about osteoarthritis that you have to do. Even though it hurts like hell, you got to kind of push to move. And I've been doing that. I've been fighting through it, and just that determined to even get myself back on the bowling lanes this bowling season. So very, very determined to make it back on the lanes this year, and really can see where I really left off before um, I had to be out of the bowling circuit for a while. But anyway, that's pretty much an update of what's been going on with me. Unfortunately, still not a job on the forefront yet. Still, still battling and duking it out. And I just recently did a video about learning and realizing why I'm not getting a job, or just people in general that are in my situation that have been looking for a job for quite some time and still not landing. I mean, it's like, like you follow all the rules of, being professionally dressed, your clothes are clean, pressed, and you're scrubbed and cleaned, and hair, everything clean, and I mean, you look, looking more like neat as a pin and everything else, and look all professional and carry yourself professionally, and doing a thank you note thing after the interview and all that stuff. I mean, you do all these things and you still can't get a job, and really finally started sorting things out. I even started googling it, and I came across not being the right fit. So it's like what I'm realizing is that you can have all this knowledge. I mean, even all this stuff that they're looking for, because when you look for a job and you look for what the job descriptions are and what their requirements are, and you meet those to a T, and you effectively sell yourself, and you still can't get the job. Basically, knowledge goes out the window. But I think I'm giving myself too much away, but check out that video. It's on my life experience channel. And for those of you that have newly subscribed to my channel, I welcome you with open arms. I mean, there's so much we all can learn from one another. Uh, Not just my experiences, but yours as well. And I'm always open to feedback. Even with some of my older videos, still give me your feedback. It means a lot to me. And just because on some of you I don't respond back doesn't mean that I didn't read it. I do read comments. It's just I've just been very, very. I respond to as many as I possibly can. So I'm not just sitting here picking and selecting who I want to respond to. That's not the way I am, and that's not the way I roll. But I try to respond to everybody as much as I can, and I still enjoy your feedback as always. And like I said, please feel free. I have another channel for those of you, like I said, that's newly subscribed here. I have another channel that's Mary Allen's Life Experience channel. And what I talk about is just about anything and almost everything. I mean, as long as it's not controversial, unless if it's something I really feel strong about, or if it's something that I've really experienced in my lifetime, you know. Um, I talk about, there's a couple of videos I've done on workers' comp. I've done one of how useless a college degree is, which really is one of my most watched videos on that channel. I talk about, there was one I talk about the Dr. Oz controversy that was earlier this year. Many, many, many other videos, and but I haven't uploaded the video that I'm urging you to watch about being the right fit for the employer. I'll be uploading that video shortly here, so I just urge you to kind of stay tuned and watch out for that video. And you can really learn from the experiences that I really am going through and trying to find a job. And just doing that video, I was just really, really frustrated. And many of you out there that's still looking out there, if you are looking for a job, I'm sure you can kind of relate to my own frustration. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this video for now. Like I said, don't know what the next video will be. All I can tell you is to stay tuned, whatever comes to mind, or if you want to give me any suggestions that you think I should go into deeper. For those of you that's followed me for quite some time and that's seen all my videos, if there's something that you think I should go more deeper depth with, and if you want me to talk about it on my channel, either privately or on here on my channel, please feel free to shoot me an email at Mary Allen 7079 at yahoo.com, or you can private message me. So anyway, this is Mary Allen signing off. And as always, I wish you love, peace, enjoy, and above all else, be good to yourself out there. Goodbye. Thank you. Take care for now.